Hey everybody, it's Kenny at Curry History Channel. We are live at Carthage, Tennessee. Yeah, I'm 5 hours from home base at Camp Toccoa, but of course you might not recognize me. I'm here with my unit, the 501st Group, and we are here all in force for the Tennessee Manuevers. It's an annual event that they do over here based on the war games that they had back before the war actually got started up. So we came out in full force to be here for that event, so I just wanted to walk you around and show you stuff we have from our unit. You guys are welcome to pause this at any time to read the information. I'll try to go slow for you. So we got a lot of signage we want to share with people so that they can learn everything about the airborne, everything about our group, our division, which is the 501st. We did train at Camp Toccoa. It was originally initiated and activated in November of 1942. And of course, other divisions came along. 506, 511, 517 make up the 101st Airborne. So we have many different displays to make up our unit, our division, just to give you an idea and perspective of what all went into an airborne division. You know, this is communications here. This is where all the valuable information of where the enemies will be located, where airstrikes might need to take place, that sort of thing. So these large bags here, and I'll show you a better representation. We've got a poster up that I can show you here in just a minute. These were actually mounted on the bottom of the C-47. So aside from the men jumping out with all of their gear, these bags would be attached. You can see the hooks here, and they had a trigger mechanism on the inside of the plane where they could release these. So stuff like your mortars, your Browning 30 cal machine gun, just, you know, big items that a paratrooper could not carry on them physically to jump out of the plane. These would be released first, and then our guys would jump out in behind it. The historic leg bag there, you could break down the M1 Garand that would be attached to your leg. So whenever the guys would jump, they could just pull this ringlet right here and it pulls straight out the back, and so it opens up, and then you just put the gun assembly together. So this is our headquarters tent. This is where all your higher ups, colonels, generals, that sort of hierarchy would be. Again, used for communication purposes. Got the field desk over there. Got a trooper sewing on some patches on his uniform.
That's perfect. This is all national law where we're from. It goes from.
So this is our special services display. So believe it or not, there was a unit that was solely their responsibility for keeping the guys entertained. You know, the movies, football, boxing, they would do baseball, they would do basketball, just to have a little bit of normalcy.
One of my mom's side. They'll eventually get their constitution.
So during the Tennessee Maneuvers, we wasn't quite the official airborne just yet. We were called the Airborne Command. This was still experimental, still new. So there was a red team and a blue team that fought here. They were doing war games here around the Carthage area, which is where we're located at. So the reason why they chose this area was because a lot of the landscape really kind of depicted what Normandy looked like. And so this kind of gave the guys a little bit of a teaser of what they were going to experience once they got over there. So here on Main Street, which is, you know, up and down this direction here all the way back down, there was full-fledged battles that took place here. Like I said, they divided it up, red team versus blue team, and you know, the Army Air Corps was involved in it. The airborne, what we know as the airborne now, our unit, the 501st, was included in it. We jumped out here. Regular standard Army infantry was here. And so you can just imagine like what all the locals were thinking when all this was going on, because, you know, they would go and seize property. They would sleep in people's barns. They would essentially like eat people's cows. Like, it went that far that the Army just gave them free reign to just basically pretend like you were in war. So this went on for well over a year, up until about 2 years prior to the Normandy campaign, the D-Day invasion. So this was a precursor to what these guys were going to experience again. But yeah, this was it's a 5-hour journey for me, but it's been well worth it. Met a lot of people. Actually got to meet a cool little dude that came through, and he's actually a follower of the channel, so that was really neat. But yeah, let's do a quick walkthrough of some things. A lot of people are starting to kind of pack up and call it a day. So again, this is our group. We're the 501st group. If you ever want to join, or if you want some more information, you can reach out to me. We're taking recruits all the time. Got our howitzer cannon. Pack howitzer, 75 millimeter. So again, as I was demonstrating earlier, the bags that go underneath the C-47, they can load them up along underneath the fuselage, and then they just drop them, release them out. So your big items like this, your Browning 30 cal, your mortars, those will get dropped. Of course, some of the weapons that a paratrooper would be trained on, the M1 Garand being the standard issue rifle, and then the M1 carbine would later get kind of retrofitted with a folding stock. There you can see the wire stock, that would become the paratrooper model. Top. So this is our engineer section. A lot like what the Filthy 13 was. They were an engineering battalion, so you can see here with all the explosive ordnance that they would have. So the responsibility there was go and blow up bridges, railroads, power, as far as like your power poles, they could take them out. And so that was just a really kind of a deterrent to keep the Germans for getting reinforcements as our guys were coming in on Omaha and Utah beaches. So the airborne, you know, for those that don't know, we were dropped in behind enemy lines and we fought our way back to the front. And our frontline guys, like the standard Army infantry, they would come in by Higgins boats on shore during Normandy, and then they would fight their way in from the coastline back to us. So we essentially just kind of cut off or choke off the Germans that were in said areas. And so it was our job, a lot like Band of Brothers, if you'll notice on the episode on Brecourt Manor, where they, you know, went through the trenches and silenced the guns. Well, those guns were 3.5 miles inland, and they were honed in on Utah Beach. So it was the 101st job, a lot like us, to go silence those guns. So our guys could, you know, hopefully not get blasted before they could reach the beaches. Well, guys, I appreciate you tuning in on this one. I know it's kind of a quick little video, not much to it, but a lot of people are packing up. But this has been an all-day event. We've been here since 10 o'clock this morning. So appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Talk to you later. See ya.